What's up YouTube? PW at Three Rivers Knife Works. I wanted to show off some fixed blades, and I know this is a weird camera angle, but I wanted to make sure I could fit them all in, so that was kind of the only way there. Sorry about that. It's my first one, and these are from a company called iPack, which is also known as CFK Cutlery. There's their little logo if you can make it out. But they kind of snapped me out of a phase I was going through, where I thought D2 and stuff like 8CR and like VG10 and things like that were crap steels. But they're really not. As long as somebody is heat treating them properly and grinding them properly and doing everything the right way, you wind up with knives like this. This is D2, and I beat the hell out of this knife. Just no pretty way to say it. And it just takes every bit of abuse and it comes back for more. And I got this rounded off blade because I do, like to take this one to camp. That winds up splitting some small logs, things like that. And just, I haven't even sharpened it yet. It's still like, let's see. That's a bad place to try and cut. Hold on. Could use a stropping, we'll say that. But for the amount of abuse this thing takes, there is not one chip in this blade. Just a really well made knife. And I have more to show you, so check these out. Now I got this one. I'm probably going to wind up selling this one because I have too many knives. My wife made this quite clear. But this is a VG10 Damascus. Check that handle out. Up here is micarta, and down here is that Corlon, which is, it's basically a plastic, a moldable plastic. But he put some kind of metal in there, and it just really, really makes it pretty to look at. And then you got the blade with that pattern. Thick steel. Another iPack knife. And this one's just pretty to look at, And they all come with these sheaths. Scalp carry. Or the belt loop. Just really nice. And a lot of his knives actually go up on auction on eBay. So you can get some really decent knives at a really reasonable price. And this guy does not sponsor me or anything like that. I like seeing a good product, and I like backing those products, especially if I own them and use them. So this is the newest edition. Not really new, but this is DC53 Hunter with a ram horn handle. And let me tell you something. DC53 is a cool steel. Tough as nails and easier to sharpen than D2. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's probably going to be reversed. But DC53. And this one, I believe, yeah, this is CFK Cutlery. And all the sheaths that come with them, they sit down in there nice and low, and they are solid. They're not coming out. Oh. When they're in right, they're not coming out. I'm squeezing that, trying to make it open, and it's still not coming out. So you gotta pull it out. But really good knives, really good sheaths, real leather, you know, none of that pleather stuff. But I like this company because, you know, they woke me up. They made me realize that, you know, D2 and VG10 and steels like that, they're still worth your time. Just because they're a little more reasonable in price, and knife makers like to use them because they're a little easier to work with, it doesn't mean anything. As long as a knife has a good heat treat, you're good to go. So if it's a reputable company and you trust them, run with it, you know. Don't fall into the M390 and 3V, and I love all those steels. They're fun. You know, they're good steels. And you know, I carry my, you know, my 3V critical. I love it. But I'm starting to realize, you know, I like a lot of Kubi knives and things like that, and I like the designs they have, and I wouldn't buy them because they were all D2, and I thought, good Lord, it's just so played out. But it really isn't, you know. It really isn't. So I'm glad I'm out of that little funk I was in, where every knife had to be super steel. And that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the fixed blade previewing. Alright, well, I will catch you guys on the next one. Be good.